This time I would like to send you an urban legend that predicts the future of celestial collisions. Throughout the history of the universe, celestial collisions have repeatedly affected many celestial bodies, including Earth. For example, the extinction of the dinosaurs is also thought likely to have been caused by an asteroid that hit the Earth about 66 million years ago. In addition to such past cases, there are always innumerable asteroids and Mercury in the vast expanse of space. There is a non-zero chance that it will hit Earth again in the future. Therefore, an urban legend of a celestial collision and a foretold future has attracted the attention of many. Numerous tales have been recited, many of these widely known urban myths. On a certain date, a huge object collides with the Earth. They have one thing in common: the world is coming to an end. Internet and movies. These prophecies disseminated through the media. It creates fear and interest in people, and it also causes misunderstanding and anxiety about celestial collisions. Well then, history and scientific views of prophecies concerning celestial collisions. Furthermore, let's closely examine the genuine risks together. Origins of the urban legend of celestial collisions. The origin of urban legends about celestial collisions is old. It also dates back to ancient civilizations. In ancient Mesopotamian and Mayan civilizations, a deep interest in the effects of celestial bodies on the Earth has been received. In particular, celestial anomalies such as comets and fireballs were interpreted as divine wrath and ominous omens, as these dead from the sky gave people fear and strange thoughts. The notion that celestial collisions are a threat to humanity took root. Urban legends predicting the destruction of the Earth on a specific date have also been propagated mainly by media and films since the late 20th century. As a famous example, Nostradamus' prophecy of 1999. There is a theory of the end of the Mayan history dating back to 2000. Although these predictions do not directly suggest a celestial collision, it is said that some catastrophic event involving celestial bodies will occur. Shocked a lot of people. The spread of celestial collision predictions in recent years in the 21st century. The spread of the internet and with the development of SNS, rumors and predictions that celestial collisions will occur in the near future, it began to spread over time. Particularly on social media platforms such as YouTube and Facebook, people who call themselves mysterious prophets and astronomers. An asteroid or comet hits the Earth on a certain date. Spread videos and posts claiming civilization is collapsing. Thus, the urban legend of celestial collision prophecy became more widespread. The result was to stir up anxiety among many people. Many of these prophecies, in fact, there is a lack of scientific basis, although it is something that it is characterized by the fact that it is often disguised as authentic by misusing technical terms and NASA information. For example, mistake about an asteroid called Apophis. The information spreads. There is a famous case that stirred up fears that it might collide with Earth in 2336. According to NASA's official observation data, it is very unlikely that Apophis will collide with Earth, although it has been confirmed that it is a virtually negligible level. Once these urban legends spread, they remain entrenched. Scientific view. Risks of celestial collisions and countermeasures. Astronomically, the possibility of an asteroid or Mercury hitting the Earth does exist. NASA and European Space Agency. Many space agencies, including ESA, approach the Earth, monitoring asteroids. We are constantly observing its orbit. With current observational techniques, most of the objects with a diameter of 140 meters or more have been found. Its movements and trajectories are analyzed in detail. Therefore, if a large-scale celestial collision is predicted, there is an early warning system established. For example, Apophis, like about 340 meters in diameter, asteroids that are known to intersect Earth's orbit at certain intervals. Orbit corrections are made periodically. Measures are also being taken to reduce the risk of conflicts such as there is. In addition, NASA's DIRT mission, experiments were actually conducted to change the orbit of an asteroid. In addition, it demonstrated the potential application of this technology for Earth's future defense. Collision risk assessment. As an indicator for assessing the risk of celestial impact, bird scales and Perel also has scales. These quantify the probability of an overall collision and the scale of damage in the event of a collision. We assess risks in a way that is easy for the general public to understand. For example, the bird scale indicates risk on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 is almost zero chance of collision. The gun will surely hit the Earth. cause catastrophic damage. It signifies that, accordingly, appropriate risk assessment for celestial impacts is possible. It is a means of preventing the spread of misinformation and urban legends. Famous prophecies and their misunderstandings. Urban legends about celestial collisions. Several renowned prophecies exist. Much of it is mostly scientifically misunderstood. Here are some representative examples. Nostradamus' prophecy. 1999 years. In 1999, the French astrologer Stradamus. It is said that he predicted that the great king of terror would descend from heaven, and for a while this was a hint of the end caused by a celestial collision. But this prophecy comes true. Sometimes the interpretation is ambiguous. There was also no evidence of a specific celestial collision. Nothing happened in 1999. This prophecy has been forgotten as a thing of the past. Mayan history and weekend prophecy for 2000. From the interpretation that the Mayan history ends on December 21, 2000. It was widely believed that this day marked the end of the world. Some prophets and lovers of urban legends claimed that a huge object would crash into the Earth. There was no scientific basis, despite repeated denials by NASA and many scientists. Widely believed. The result was anxiety-provoking. Prediction of 3 Apophis asteroids. Many believe that the asteroid Apophis might come dangerously close to Earth in the year 2336. At one point, fears of a clash grew. However, by subsequent detailed observations, it is certain that there will be no collision in 2336. NASA has also officially announced that Apophis will not pose a serious threat to Earth. Even so, the prophecy that once spread did not disappear. It is still firmly believed today. In this way, the prediction of a celestial collision once talked about, even after being scientifically denied, it often remains an urban legend. Why do celestial collision predictions spread? Prophecies of celestial collisions are accepted by many people. In the background, that is easy to put in. Possible factors include people's sense of apocalypse and fear. Humanity has been aware of the end of the world since ancient times. In many religions and myths, the end of the world and the Day of Judgment are spoken of. By connecting this with the concrete image of a celestial collision, it's easier to be perceived as a more real threat. In particular, celestial collisions are as a symbol of the uncontrollable and inevitable apocalypse. It instills fear in the minds of many people. Media and entertainment impact. Even in movies and dramas, there are numerous works centered on the theme of celestial collisions. Armageddon, for instance, stands out as a particularly famous work. The concept of leap impact, etc. But these films realistically depict the destructive power and sense of crisis of celestial impacts. Make a strong impression on the audience. Thus, even if a prophecy is poorly founded in reality, it heightens the pervasive anxiety that a scenario from the movie could potentially unfold in real life. Dissemination of information via the internet. With the spread of the internet, anyone can now easily send information, YouTube and in SNS. Prophecies and conspiracy theories about celestial collisions are frequently brought up. It has spread to many people, even information that lacks any scientific basis. By making full use of technical terms and images, it has credibility, pretended to be. It spreads easily. Scientific response and preparation for the future space agencies such as NASA and ESA continues to monitor asteroids and Mercury approaching the Earth. We are taking measures to reduce the risk of collisions, like a DIRT mission. In the unlikely event, technology to change the orbit of an asteroid is also expected to be put into practical use. Furthermore, with regard to the defense of the Earth, an international cooperation system is being developed, and if the risk of a major celestial collision is identified, we have a system in place to take early measures. Also, astronomers and scientists have stir up people's anxiety. We also actively engage in awareness-raising activities against misinformation. NASA and ESA websites, SNS, in science education programs and so on. Our mission involves giving precise information, preventive strategies on celestial collisions, and alleviating unwarranted fears. In conclusion, the myth of celestial collisions and projected future events is deeply rooted in human consciousness since ancient times. It is based on the weekend. It has become even more widespread due to the modern information society and media, but from a scientific point of view, the risk of a predictable large-scale celestial collision is very low. Efforts are also being made to prevent impacts on the planet, with the further development of science and technology in the future, heaven more accurately assess the risk of physical collisions. You will have the ability to take preventive measures, not fear or anxiety, because thinking about celestial impacts from a calm, scientific perspective allows you to focus on realistic preparedness and countermeasures without being confused by urban legends. Vinegar, how did you like it? Thank you for subscribing to the channel.